Good morning. Today I'm going to give you part 2 of the rose tour. I have about 6 or 7 roses that I haven't yet showed you that are in bloom that I want to show off. They're just beautiful. I enjoy them every morning. I've been pruning back the ones that have already finished their first bloom, and I'm hoping for more roses, of course. So I love them, even though, as one of my readers said, and she's so right, plants are very willful. Roses are very willful. So I'll do that. One of the roses that I adore is called the Disneyland Rose, and it is not quite yet bloomed. It's a floribunda. It's been waiting for the opening of Disneyland, which was last Friday. So it's still almost there, not quite. So I'm gonna include her, but I'm going to show you a picture of another rose just in case we don't get back to it. So I'll show you the Disneyland Rose. And I'm spending a lot of time in my garden this week because for the first time in forever, for a year, we're gonna have some guests in the backyard. So I'll have someone besides myself enjoying my lovely garden. Okay, here we go, Rose Garden Part 2. This is the Black Magic Rose, and you can see it's a really beautiful, rich red. All those gorgeous petals. But here you can see the little black tint around the edges of the petals. Here's a bud. Even maybe over here, more clearly you can see it. Gorgeous. This is my Dick Clark rose. I got this in quarantine because I like the name, sight unseen. He looks a little bit like the Double Delight, but the flowers are much smaller. And I'm not sure it's a hybrid tea. It must be, but it's quite prolific. It competes for space here with this little guy, so I've got to do some trimming. Very beautiful though. This is the Queen of Elegance tree rose, and it's a very old-fashioned rose. You can see it has very compacted petals and large. It's a beautiful pink color. This is a rose that I purchased sight unseen in the first weeks of the quarantine when I decided that I was going to garden my way out of the lockdown. And you know what? It worked. This is the Soul Desire rose. The most interesting thing about this rose is that I got it from Costco. Yep, it's a Costco floribunda, and I had it in a pot last year and I think it felt a little constrained. It is really beautiful this year, tall, blooming so lovely in its first bloom. Here's the lovely St. Patrick's Day rose. It has a little bit of a green tint on the exterior petals. It's really beautiful, and the buds are quite green. I'm really, really happy with this little guy. He's new this year. It's the luck of the Irish. Here's the Lady of Guadalupe rose. It's a lovely little rose. You can see her blooming here with all of the buds. Quite beautiful and delicate and miraculous. This is the Huntington Rose in full bloom, and now you know why it's called the life of the party. And this is my Disneyland Rose. She's not much to see right now. She's got lots and lots of little buds. She's a floribunda, and she has one almost ready to pop. I'll put a picture of her blooming so you can see how beautiful she really is.